Hi, Kevin Donlan from Guerrilla Job Search International. I'm joined by Steve, a financial services executive here in Pittsburgh, newly employed, and Mark Haluska, our coach.
Hi, everybody.
Fellas, talk a bit about some of the anecdotes from the search. 6 weeks from mired to hired, multiple job offers. What were some of the reactions people had when they got your Guerrilla resume?
Virtually everybody commented on the creativity of the Guerrilla resume. I had several people tell me that instead of the position that I was interviewing for, they should hire me into their marketing or PR group. I had numerous comments on my, congratulating me on my creativity in the way that the resume arrived, as well as several people asked a very pointed question: how did you find me? I usually don't get resumes. How did you know I was the person that you needed to come to?
I love that. I love hearing that. So you were standing. How did you instruct Steve to send his resume, Mark?
Snail mail.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by snail mail, for those who don't know, USPS, FedEx, whatever, and in a manner where your resume can be tracked and you know when it arrives. I think, Kevin, you can agree that people confuse efficiency with effectiveness.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so easy to attach your resume to an email, point, click, apply, boom, it's gone, and then it falls into the HR black hole. Steve, did you run into anything like that in terms of submitting your resume where there was just nothing?
Hundreds of times I submitted my resume via email, virtually no response. And as we've attested, 80% response rate when I sent my resume the Guerrilla way.
Excellent. And to recap, what we did with Steve was we had coffee cup capers for you. You mail your Guerrilla resume, Guerrilla cover letter. And what kind of coffee cup was it? Was it a Starbucks paper cup? Or?
It was a Starbucks cup.
Yeah.
That was another thing that made me feel a little uncomfortable. How do you get free Starbucks cups? And
How did you?
What I found out was that, and one of the things that I learned through this Guerrilla process is be straightforward and tell people exactly what you're up to. And so when I went into the Starbucks and said I was sending my resume in one of their cups, and that I needed a dozen cups and I'd like to pay for them, they said, we can't charge you for the cup, but we'll be happy to give them to you. And then if you left a generous tip, the next time you came in for more cups, they were lined up and ready to go.
It worked really well. 80% success rate in terms of mailing the resume and getting callbacks or interviews.
Getting interviews.
80% interview rate. That is phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Thank you, gentlemen.